Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Top Deck King. Thank you for tuning in and checking out my channel. I appreciate it. Hopefully by the time you are done with this, watching whatever portion of this video, you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, that notification bell, all that good stuff. Check the description of the video. It has the portable deck list for you as well. So if you want to play this on Arena, go ahead and export it to Arena easily. But yeah, we're going to go give this deck a try. It's the, what is it, Neon Kamigawa Dynasty, whatever the heck you want to call that, a set just released. And so we're gonna go try some new cards. And I mean, outside of maybe some of the lands, the deck is not really too expensive because we have a bunch of like commons and uncommons here. We got a couple of rares, but this is the old cards. Most people will have this. As far as the new cards, it would be this, it'd be this, and then I guess these lands or whatever. And you technically don't need them. It just helps to have them because obviously, you know, people are playing, for example, this one, people are going to start playing artifacts and enchantments here. So getting rid of it at instant speed is pretty good. And then the instant speed, you know, 4 damage as well as the land is pretty good. But you don't necessarily need them. You can play these as other lands if you want. So in reality, you really only need like this guy, 4 of, and this and as a 3 of, and then the rest are just basically commons and uncommons from the new set. So I want to go give this deck a try. The purpose of this deck is to, as you can see here, let me reorganize some of this stuff real quick. Whoa, that was weird. So let's put the board wipe effects here, and then we're gonna put all the channel effects. I wish you could like kind of just drag them all at once, you know what I mean? But I guess you can't. But this one could go here, and then that and that. All right, so the purpose of the deck is to use these channel in creatures, artifacts, enchantments, whatever you want to call them. I guess it's all just enchantments regardless. So, but you use them, use the channel effect, ditch them into the graveyard. Why is this here though? Ditch them all to the graveyard like easily. You got these ones as well. Ditch them all to the graveyard. Then you use the restoration to return all artifacts and enchantments back from the graveyard to the field. And so when you start discarding all these cards, you feed the graveyard. This guy as a 2-drop also feeds the graveyard really well, and it helps you ramp. So you could cast this much sooner than turn 7. Because the effect obviously reveals top 4 cards, puts a land into play if there is one, the rest go into the graveyard. So you're going to start milling these cards away. And you don't really care if you mill this card away because of the secondary effect of this creature. It has that channel ability that can return X target non-legendary cards from your graveyard to your hand. So it can return anything back from your graveyard to your hand except itself, because that's the only legendary card in this deck. So you use the effect. If this got milled, return this, maybe return Doomscar, Devastating Mastery, Solve the Equation, whatever. Try not to return these back unless you can use it on the same turn, because you want to have these in the graveyard per se, so you could use this to return all of them back. But yeah, return restoration back into your hand. The next turn, cast it, just put it all back into play. So that is the point of the deck. Let's go give this deck a try and see how we do. Like I said, this is day 1 of the new set. So Neon Dynasty. Let's go and try it out and see how we do. So stick around for the gameplay. WP Phillip. Go play some Reanimator, some Bant Reanimator. Well, we can't keep that hand because it doesn't do anything. This hand, I'm going to keep, and I'm going to put bottom 1 in the salvations here, or solve the equations, say salvation. What the heck? So I play this, put that on white. Oh, we're playing against the, what's it called deck? The Cleric's deck. So we're going to need to be using this for Doomscar. And then anyways, we play this turn 2. Well, that's, well, I could exile. I guess I can exile that eventually. Eventually, I can exile that. I can also bounce it so that way it can remove the counters from it. So we got a couple of ways we could do stuff with it. We could bounce it. We can use the artifact, enchantment, whatever you want to call it, to exile it. We could Doomscar it away if it gets before, you know, the churn or whatever it is. We got a couple of things we can do. Of course, you really want to be using, sure, you really want to be using this effect to grab the card, but it's also technically fine. All right, so what are you going to do? Attack for 5. No blocks. No blocks, my friend. play land. I just have to pass turn here, unfortunately. Go ahead. Like I said, I could just bounce it if I need to, return it to the owner's hand, so that it just resets them. I would love to just, you know, use the effect, but depends on how much damage I'm taking here. Righteous Valkyrie. Yep. 5, and then it uses the effect, puts it on another counter 6. So if I use the effect, take 7 here. It's a lot of damage. Is it worth bouncing and then play this? If I bounce in and I play this, then I can only still use the effect once. Next turn, if I get the land and I play this, I can use that effect to, or I can use that and that. All right, so I'm going to take the damage here. I'm going to take a risk. How many counters does it need to be indestructible? 10 or more counters. Okay, so I'm going to take the risk there. Hopefully it doesn't backfire. Let's grab the legendary land, I guess. Ooh, well, that was a timely rip. That was a timely rip. I mean, even if we didn't do that, like I said, I could have bounced that big guy, and then with this, and then I could use solve equation to go digging for the Doomscar. But we drew it anyways, so all good. It's all gravy. All right, so once again, here goes the game plan. Use this, go thin the deck out of lands. This turn, the counter on it, you got it. Go also use this down the road to return the Doomscar back to our hand and whatnot. Yep, 1, 2, 3. You got it. Can't attack, can't do damage. All right, let's go thin the deck out. Go grab a white source. White. Let me see. How many whites do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually gonna go and grab maybe a blue here, so I can have double blue for that effect. All right. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could use 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could return 2 cards back to my hand, which would be Doomscar. And what else would I return back to my hand? Solve the equations. Let's see, if I use solve the equations, use the effect, I could still use this. All right, let's do that. Solve the equations. Let's grab. I guess Doomscar is technically fine to grab. Just so I could board wipe them. I'm not going to. So no attacks. I'm just gonna chump block, activate the effect. If I have to, I'll bounce this. If I have to. But it looks like I don't have to. So pass the blocker. So block, activate, turn it back to my hand, put that land in play, mill some more cards. We only have no thank you. I was like, we only have a no thank you. We didn't mill one of those other cards either, so but I am going to. No, I'm not going to use it yet. All right, so play land, and then let's Doomscar the board away. Bye-bye, all creatures. Let's go ahead and play this back as a creature. The deck is just literally nothing but value. Sure. Sure thing, buddy, old pal. Draw. Eventually, I will draw the card that I'm talking about. If I don't, I'll use this to go grab it. So, you got it. So I'm probably going to go use the card to go grab it. So, let's see. If I use the effect twice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So past the blockers. Let's block, activate the effect, throw more in the graveyard. Let's grab that. Throw more into the graveyard, and then we'll return back. So 8, right? So I can return back 3, I believe. So we'll grab Doomscar, we'll grab solve the equation, and guess another Doom score is technically fine. And then we're just gonna board wipe them again. Board wipe yet again, my friend. But in reality, what I'm really gonna do is actually play solve the equation for the card. Let's go ahead and grab all the stuff. So let's get rid of that. Deal with this, opponent. Oh no! Deal with this, opponent. That's the deck. That's the deck. You just keep throwing cards into the graveyard and then boom, bring them all back. Boom, bring them all back. This is, I guess, like called Living End, Reanimator, whatever you want to call it. It's that. All right, so combat. Let's swing with these 4 creatures. Don't want to swing with this because I want to use the effect. They're down to 5. Let's go ahead and exile this big dude. That one's gone. And you may go, opponent. We have a bounce effect. We have this effect. We have a return a card effect. Game's over. Good game, my friend. Good game. Deck is super fun. And it's, I mean, like I said, this is day 1 of the new set. But this deck is pretty darn crazy. This might not be the exact best makeup for the deck. Maybe you don't need blue and you can do it like green white or something, but so far the blue's been pretty good because of the solve equation. So plus, you know, countering something's not bad, but maybe green white might be the best shell, maybe even another color. But we're having fun with this deck, so pretty awesome. Dan Midnight, go play some Bant Reanimator deck. All right, I could keep this because this grabs a land for me. So I'm gonna play this, go ahead and discard, grab a land. Then that gives me access to some of the other cards. So we'll go ahead and do that. This gives me land 3. Now I drew land 4. So I think we're fine. Let's go ahead and discard. And then this could also use the effect to get this back. That could go grab another land, etc. 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 Cathartic Priory. What are you playing, my friend? Is it Boros? Is it Jeskai? Oh, it's a dragon deck. Okay. It's a Dragon's Approach deck. Well, I don't want to keep drawing lands, though. Definitely don't want to. I mean, I do, but I also want to be. Oh, it's Jeskai. Well, that's kind of lame. Jeskai Dragons. Or not dragons, but maybe a Jeskai burn deck or something. Is that Prismatic Command? We'll go ahead and counter that. Counter that. So they're, I guess, a burn deck, I'm assuming, right? Because Dragon's Approach. Yep. Alright, so play that. Doesn't do anything. It doesn't really do anything, so we'll just pass. We'll use this, return this back to our hand. Take 3. It's fine. It's not doing, they're not doing that much damage to me. So pass. Let's go ahead and use this. I could also return this, and then I could use that to gain life again and thin the deck out of a land. But I think this, yeah, we'll actually go for that. That way it takes them more Dragon's Approaches, technically, and then it's thinning my deck out, so. But I'm also hoping that I stop drawing lands, but apparently not. Apparently not. I mean, I'm at 18. What does that... Wait. Does it bring a dragon out or something? I didn't read it. It does bring a dragon out. Alright, we'll blink it. Blink it, and then I'll kill it. What do you got? What you got, opponent? They could have done something apparently here, so. Alright, so play the land. Let's try to destroy the board. Let's see what they got. Goodbye. Goodbye, my friend. Alright, so let me read Dragon's Approach. Should I for dragon card, put that onto the battlefield. So much. All right. I gotta gain life, I guess. I draw the when it enters the battlefield, it does 4 damage to each opponent. Okay. Okie dokie, my friend. Grab another land, then deck out. Does 4 damage to me. You got it. Draw. Oh my gosh. It's a land galore. Land galore. I got 42 cards left in the deck. Well, that's lame. I think we might have just lost the game, huh? Let's see if I draw something good. Yay! It worked. Got him. Submit 0. That's the card. See, we kept cycling our stuff, and then boom! Everything drops to the ground. Dragons approached. Won't matter. So combat, attack. Down to 1, baby. Down to 1. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and use it to... Oh my gosh. Is that lethal? Do they have... Oh no, it's not lethal. Alright, good game. Good game, my friend. So the point of this guy is obviously you could use it to start digging, but the main effect is the first effect, which helps you mill cards. So it helps you ditch these to the graveyard. So when you play this, you can bring out more. But then the secondary effect is you can use it to constantly keep returning this back to your hand. So I would have used it right now. I'm going to return these 3 cards back to my hand. So, but good game, opponent. Drix. Let's go play some. Ooh, all right, I'll keep because I do have board wipe effects. I'm gonna keep for that reason. Do have some board wipe effects. So if they're playing a creature deck, this hand's really good against the creature deck because we have a bounce spell there, we have a damage spell here, got a board wipe and another board wipe. So we'll see what kind of deck we're playing against. I mean, this guy, you're never really casting it. Your main reason for this guy is to just, use the channel effect. So, Tangle Florhedron. Tangle Florhedron. We're going to remove their mana ramp here. Get that out of here. I don't really care if I destroy it, because then later on in the game, I can return it back from the graveyard. So, that's why I play this card, because I don't care if I destroy my stuff. Druid class. Ooh, it's a ramp deck. It's a rampy deck. Alrighty then. Let's go play extra lands. We have 4. We have 5 mana currently. Looking for a green, so I can use the first effect of it. Oh, green white ramp. Yep. Gain the life. It costs 3 to use the effect. Okay. I was like, huh? Alright, we need to start drawing some of the effects. So I didn't use a Doomscar here for obvious reason, because I could just kill it with this. So if he attacks, I could just do 4 damage to it. I also want him to set up more to the board, so that way I can go ahead and Doomscar the whole board. So I'm gonna grab 2 lands. So this is I'm assuming the green-white ramp, the whatever it's called, with retreat and all that stuff. And then they're going to use the effect to put a land in play. I could kill it, but I don't really care. I'm going to let them put the land in play. Alright, draw. Alright, so... Can't even use this because I don't have green. That's hilarious. I just realized I didn't have green in my... yet. What are you doing? Sure. Put a land in play. You got it, my friend. I was like, yay! But then I don't have a land, so it doesn't really matter. I don't have the green source. There's a lot of green in this deck, so it's kind of surprising I don't have a green yet, but I'm still fine. I'm at 18 life. If I hit 1 more land, I can go and use this. Sure. Go thin your deck out. More lands. What is the last effect? So 1, 2, 3. They're at 25. I'm at 18. Grade. Yep. All right, there we go. There it is. All right, go ahead. I could bounce, return target creature to zone its hand. Yep. So I could return the land if they ever want to upgrade. Book of Exalted Deed. Gotcha, my friend. Gain a life. Book of Exalted Deed. And this one destroys all non-land permanents. So I'd have to use it before. Sure. You got it, my friend. Triggers, gain 2 more life. This triggers, they get the angel. So we'll go ahead and grab a land here. I'm going to go ahead and grab, because I already have one, two. I have already all the whites, and I have double blue. I'm going to grab the green here. All right. I can use the effect. Return that back to my hand. So, oh, I don't have the green. I can't do that one. All right, draw. Now I have the green. So, destroy the board, huh? What do I have in the graveyard? I only have one, so that's not going to be good enough. All right, let's destroy the board. You have your Tangle Hedron back, my friend. You may have El Tangle Hedron. You got 5, 8, 9, 10. 10 mana. Actually, 11. Make that 12. We got about Tangle Hedron. So currently, we only get to return 2 back, so that's not really worth it, per se, to use this. So I'm going to wait. Use this maybe to return, say this, to thin the deck out. Ooh, another, sure. Another Vastwood Seer. I could use the bounce effect if I need to, but I don't need to. We'll take it. I can always use, because I want to do this and just kill it for 4 damage. Another Devastating Mastery. Alright, you're up, opponent. Whatever they play, we got another Devastating Mastery to board wipe it. Scootums. Scootums. Scoot. Sure. We'll take the damage. Alright. Let's go return a card. Get this back. And then we'll use this effect to go get another land out of the deck. Let's grab... I'm gonna grab a white just to be safe. There's that. Let's go Devastating Mastery. Get rid of the Scootums. We still got something that can do 4 damage to their stuff. So now we got 1, 2, we got 3 that we can return. Field Trip, I assume, is going to grab Mascot. El Mascot. No. Wow. What? What? Why would you grab that? So 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and use this. Look at thin the deck out here. Thin the deck out. Because I want to draw more of these guys. So if I thin the deck out, I'll be able to get closer to it. Ashaya. Ugh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab Doomscar now. And kill this Ashaya. No Ashaya for you. I didn't want to use this because I could have also obviously used it to return this, but he has this in his hand, so he could have got rid of it. I'm waiting for him to play a creature, so I could at least use this on one of his creatures. So let's see what happens. No, Storm in the Festival. That was a good one. It would have been about time they drew it, I guess. Come on, man. I need some more of the channel effects. Well, that was a pretty interesting. They have 4, 8. They have access to 9 mana. 9 mana. Play it again. They'll go to 10. Jeez Louise, man. Jeez Louise. All right, we'll take you, I guess. Go ahead. You ahead. So many Stormzums. They're going to hit some good cards now, right? Gotta hit. Yep. Ren and Nissa. Okay. Ren and Nissa. Yeah, that works. I wish I would have still had that, but look at this. Ha! All right, let's see what we could do, because this is the not looking good. Yep. 14-14. Not looking good for me right now. All right, what do you got? It's gonna exile my guy, sure. And then ward. Yep. All right, so I'm gonna swing both of them, I guess. I mean, the tough part is like, what do I try to kill, you know? Attacking or blocking creature. I would have loved to have you earlier, but it's still a good card. Still a good card. But it would have been nice to have you sooner. So if I swing both there, and then I could Doomscar afterwards. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. This costs 2. Could return back, say 1. I could also just not do that and then do this for bigger, because it's 11, right? So take 2 off. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So take 2 off, that's 9. So I could return 4 cards back. So 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. All right, so no attacks. Go ahead. We're going to do that. I'm going to use it to return 4 cards back. Obviously, casting it as a creature, I definitely want to be doing that because it starts milling cards, but we're going to go for that. Hopefully, they don't hit like another Storm the Festival with this guy, with Ren. Hopefully, they don't. But let's see what happens, I guess. Let's see what you do. What you got? Wait, what did he do? Wait, what? What did they do? I missed it. Did they do the 0 effect? Wow. I guess they didn't want to mill cards, which is odd. I'm not really sure that was a smart idea. Sure. All right, what do you got? What do you got, my friend? This guy has trample too, by the way, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, keep throwing cards out there. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's return those 4 back to my hand. Oh, we drew another one anyways. All right. So combat. So I'm going to swing here at Nissa. See if they block it. If they don't block, I'll just play a Doomscar. Okay, so they're going to block. That's fine. And then we're just going to wipe the board. Since they did that, we're just going to go ahead and destroy the board. If they wouldn't have done that, I would have just gone ahead and just, you know, Doomscar the board away. But they went ahead and did that, so never mind. Scratch that idea. But yeah, this card could bring this guy back from my graveyard. So, and then I can use the effect to return it back to my hand. Imadia's Call. It's indestructible now. Okay. I mean, like I'm not going to block. It's kind of odd if you ask me, but all right. So let's activate the effect. Start milling some cards. Yeah, well, that's what we want. We actually want that, though. Still indestructible, huh? Let's destroy the board. And then replay this. That's what we want. We want the graveyard to be flooded. That's the purpose of this creature. It's to flood the graveyard. Flood the graveyard. Good game. So, yeah. Literally, we just outvalue the opponent nonstop. Throw all these channel effects into the graveyard. Throw them all in there. All of these artifacts, enchantments. Then we use the restoration and just bring it all back. And then we use his effect to grab those, like we did last time with Devastating Mastery. Grab all the cards back, do it again, grab all the cards back, do it again, grab all the cards back, do it again, repeat and rinse. So, good game, opponent. All right. Let's go play some Bant Reanimator. Oh man, I mean I gotta keep the hand, but I wish I would have had an untapped land for turn 2 because that would have been huge. But I gotta keep the hand. It's kind of lame, but at least I get to play it on turn 3. But it's lame sauce. That's the only bad part about these dual tap lands or whatever you want to call them. Oh, and then we draw it. Come on, deck. All right, we're still gonna play this out because it helps me ramp. I have this card as well, so I want to be able to start discarding all these cards to the graveyard to start bringing everything back. What the heck does this guy do? Oh, okay. Okie dokie. All right, no attacks. Go ahead. So we can use the effect and I guess bounce this if we have to. We could do that. So whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, Scootums. Scooties. All right, so we're gonna. It's in addition to its other types. So go ahead and bounce this back to your hand. I'm assuming they're trying to play a land so that way they can, you know, get 2 1/1s or whatever with it. But no. Oh, there's black in the deck too. There's black. All right, activate. Oh, we didn't hit a land. No. That's a no bueno. So should I board wipe here? I don't think it's the right play, but it could be the right play. I think I want to do that instead. So I'm going to go ahead and play this out again. I'm going to use that to, because I played my land anyways. Use this to grab my next land. Then now I have access to 6 mana. Sure thing, buddy, old pal. We have that again if we need to. It's going to accrue, so you could copy that. So they play a land. Yep. Sure. 4/3 scoots. 4/3 scoots. All right. So let's go ahead and grab the land. See what you're doing there, opponent. See what you're doing there. All right, so let's see. 1/2, 1/2. So let's go ahead and foretell this. And we're done. No attacks. So we're going to use the bounce effect again. We're going to activate this guy's effect. So I could also just let this happen. Could then have them force them to recast it for 3 mana. Play a land. All right, let's go ahead and target this. Turn it back to your hand. Back it goes. Recast, recrew. Play your land. Try to tap them out of blue mana here. Hopefully, so that way they don't have like a random counter spell in their hand. But I don't know if that's going to happen. So they should have crewed, which is kind of weird. Oh, I guess it wouldn't have mattered. I'm assuming that means they have a counter spell in their hand, right? Because why are they not playing anything else for 3 mana, I guess? So grab the land. Well, we'll find out, I guess. Let's see. Oh, we drew a counterspell to counter their counterspell. Nice. So if they have a counterspell, we could counter their counterspell. I can replay this and then still have the counterspell. Get them, boys. Get them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, Infernal Grass. I'm going to let it die because I can return it back for here. So I don't really care. I'm just going to let it die. I'd rather use this for something else. No, thank you. No DollHouse. It's a DollHouse deck. It's a dollhouse deck. Scoot. Scoot, 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 scoot. Get him. Okay. We'll take that. Yay! Good game, my friend. See, this deck is so stupid, man. It's so bad. It's so funny. It's hilarious. Good game, opponent. 5-bit. 5-bit. Let's rumble. This might be the last match for this deck. This deck's been fun, man. It's been fun. It's been fun. But it's time to try new decks. We got to keep testing decks out. I wish I would have gone first, because this hand would have been amazing to go first. Been really good. But we got to keep anyways. But it would have been a really good hand to go first. So let's see what we're playing against. So Green Snow, huh? Alright, alright. This should be an interesting deck. Yeah, if I would have gone first... Oh, wait. It's ramp, Simic ramp. Yeah, if we would have gone first, this hand would have been a whole lot better. So play this into this. Would have been a whole lot better. Exile up to one target artifact creature. So it could target lands, I guess, because it doesn't say non-land, it just says creature, and this is technically a creature. So technically works. Cultivator. El Cultivator. Let's play that. And there's no more Divide by Zero, which is... Oh, they play Blizzard Brawl in this deck? That's so odd. Who plays Blizzard Brawl? Come on. That's weird. Blizzard Brawl? That's lame. That was lame. Alright, guess I'm just gonna use that to grab lands then. I could also use this to create 2 creatures to block the land. Yeah, we could do that. And then next turn we could do that. Ashaya. Sure. You got it, my friend. Alright. So we'll go ahead and create 2 of the 1/1s. Block the land with that. So take away one of their lands. And then we're going to exile this instead now. So, because we still have our land technically here. So, and then we're going to take a Shayef out of there. You go ahead, opponent. Use these to grab some lands. I could also use one to grab a land and play Solve the Equation if I wanted to. Maybe if I need to go grab like a Doomscar or something like that, I could use that, since technically I have this already. But I wanted this alive because then that uses the ability to start dumping the graveyard, you know, cards to the graveyard. But there was a random Blizzard Brawl in the deck. What does it say? When it dies, search your library for control power 6 or greater. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Interesting. Interesting. When it dies. Alright, so... guess we gotta, like I said, go grab Doomscar. And you're up, opponent. You are up, my friend. So you're going to hit me for 9 or 8. I'm going to go ahead and use this. Gain some life back. Grab a plains. Go to 16. Get hit for 8. Down to 8. Play Doomscar. So we'll go ahead and board wipe the... Yep. Toughness 6 or greater. Reveal it, put in your hand. So I'm assuming they have... What's it called in their deck, right? The thing that bounces everything. The... I don't know if it's a giant or what it is, but... Icebreaker Kraken. That's not what I was thinking. Return 3 snow lands you control to owner's hand. Return it back to your hand. Well. Well, I could return it back to their hand now. Alright. Because I drew this. Let's go grab another land. Play the land. And you're up, a friend. What do we have in here so far? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be technically 5. I might take the 8 here. So that way when I play... As long as it's enchant artifact or creature. It's not an artifact. So I'm going to take the 8 here. Because I want to bounce it at end step. So that way there's nothing maybe on the board, hopefully. So I'm going to take the damage. Draw a card. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Okay. Well, they still had a hit a land, apparently. Well, that's kind of lame. Wait, what? They can still use... Oh, because it's an activation effect, not a... Okay. Well, that's kind of lame. So let me see what I could do here, then. Creature or... For each creature or vehicle you control. So... I'll go grab Doomscar again. Use that to grab Doomscar back. Clear the board. Alright, let's do that instead, I guess. Let's grab Doomscar back. Doomscar. Doomscar. They could return 3 Snowlands back to their hand, obviously. Which is fine. Force them to, you know, not be as rampy. Resolves. Destroy that. Play this. 3, 6. So I get to return 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically 5, but technically 5. So they have 3, 4, 5. This costs 1 less for each. So they can't. Oh, they could cast it actually. What is this guy? Wait, what is this guy? It will spend that permanent doesn't untap during its own controller's untap step. Alright, we have to use one of these. Gotta use one of these. Bring the board out. Obviously we're gonna keep that one because that one's bigger, so I mean, come on. We're obviously going to be doing that, right? Icebreaker Kraken. Yep. Wait, what does it do? During that player's untap step. Okay, that's fine. I don't have to attack with them yet. So we're just gonna pass. Just gonna pass. Use this to return, bring a land. No attacks, because then if I attack, well, these has vigilance, but I can't attack into an 8/8, so gotta just hold it back for now. Hold it back. I want this guy back in my hand too, so that way I can use it to return. You can return, say, Doomscar, that all the good stuff back. This guy have trample? Does I have trample? All right. What do you got, opponent? What do you got, my friend? Are you gonna Blizzard Brawl me again? All right, so pass to blockers. So if I block with these 2, it kills it, and it only gets to kill one of my creatures. Sure thing. Your Kraken dies, and I only lose 1 creature. Let's go ahead and grab a land. Let's grab... I have enough green. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 green, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You really want more white with this deck because there's a lot of white, and double blue is that's all I really need. All right, so block, block, block. I can attack with these. These have vigilance. So if I swing with these, if he wants to block, let him block. I lose 1. They got vigilance, my friend. They got Vigilante. They're El Vigilante, my friend. Sure. What else? What else are you gonna do? What is it? Is there like that? I was like, wait, is there another effect that I don't know of? Okay, it's just gonna double block. Sure. Double block. So I could use this to grab a land. I could use this to return back to my hand, and then boom. Use this to go big. Go big or go home. Go ahead, opponent. Go big or go home. So I want to use this first to thin the deck out of lands. The less lands I have in the deck, the better it'll be, because the more likelihood it will be that I hit these artifacts and enchantments into the graveyard. Yep, Sculptor, sure. I'm pretty sure you I don't know what you have in your hand. Obviously, okay. So if, like I said, I want to do this first. If he has a counter spell, then I guess he has me. If he has a counter spell, because then I lose. Because then I lose. I could return one card, but I don't want to do that. Sure. Take that. Yeah. All right. Go ahead. See what I mean? This deck is so dumb. Like, it goes from 0 to like so much damage. 0 to so much damage. This deck is bonkers. Deck is bonkers. If he plays that one card that returns all back to my hand, that's technically fine too, because I get these two back anyways, and these are just going to be cycled out of my hand anyway, so it actually doesn't matter. Sure, you have to play the ward cost. You got it. You got my guy. I'll just chump block, and then I'll attack you for lethal. So pass the blockers. So block, and then attack for lethal. Good game, my friend. Good game. Good game, my friend. But yeah, so that was the plan. So 6, 12, 18. Even if he didn't attack, like I said, we had lethal on board. But the game plan here is literally do that, use this effect, return it back to your hand, then use the channel effect to return this back from your graveyard back into your hand, as well as cards like Doomscar, you know, solve the equation, stuff like that. Return those back to your hand, then recast this, do it again, recast this, do it again. But this guy is really key in feeding the graveyard so you can play this card and return a lot of cards. So good game, opponent, good game. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thank you for checking out the video, this portion, however much of you guys saw it. Hopefully if you guys are watching it up to this part, you guys been checking it out. As you can see, man, the deck was pretty sick. Of course, this is only day 1 of the format, so this deck might be good now. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be good, you know, in a week or, you know, 5 days or a month later. But the surprise factor of this deck makes this deck really good right now. People are not really expecting, obviously the one card that will wreck this deck would be like a go blank because it exiles your graveyard, but outside of that, people are not expecting you to just ditch all these cards and then boom, return it all back. You know what I mean? So this deck is fun, this deck is good, this deck is hilarious, unexpected. You just give anything you want to say. This deck is that and more. It was just too good. I was having way too much fun. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, there's not really much in terms of the new cards in this set. You got 4 of these and you got 3 of these. Those are the only rares from the new set. We have no mythics from the new set in this deck. We have some of the old rares, obviously Devastating Master, Doomscar, obviously board wipe effects, and you don't really care about having board wipe effects in this deck in terms of because you have creatures, because you can board wipe your creatures and then return them all back. So that's why there's a lot of board wipes in the deck, because I don't care about destroying my creatures because I'm just going to all return it back. So as far as that, that's the old stuff. I mean, yes, you got these lands, but like I said, you don't necessarily need them, but it is helpful to have them. So but it's up to you. You get to decide how you want to do it. If you don't have these cards, just put in some lands. You could either do the pathways, since I only have 2 of them, but I would say don't mess around with too much of the basics, because this grabs basics, this grabs basics, so you don't want to really remove too many basic lands since you have effects that can go and grab basic lands. So but thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you guys have, if you guys try this deck out, let me know how you guys do, man. Drop some comments down below. I would love to hear what your thoughts are about this deck. If you guys think it's good, if you guys think it's funny, all that good stuff, bad, not good enough, you know what I mean? Drop some comments down below. Would love to hear your feedback. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, like I said, you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button, thumbs up button. Check description. It has the portable deck list for you there, as well as my social media stuff. Twitch, Twitter, Discord, good stuff. Join me, subscribe, follow me on any of those social media platforms and whatnot. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys on my next video. Enjoy Arena, enjoy the new set. Let me know what you guys are playing in the new set. I would love to test out some more decks. If you guys have any, drop some comments down below the deck you're playing and I'll give it a try, and maybe I'll hit the channel, because I do love playing users decks, maybe tweaking it a little bit here and there if I need to, and then playing it. So thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys on my next video.